Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have really enjoyed recently painting on different surfaces, and if you haven't seen my video on painting on glass, check it out. So I thought, why stop there? And today we are upgrading this. Some use it as a stool or a mini coffee table. I was using it as a plant stand. So it's got a bit damaged with water, but it will all change today. As this little stool is laminated, first I'm going to remove the glossiness with this 320 grit sandpaper block. It doesn't need a lot of sanding, just rub it around, making sure it's not shiny anymore. That would help the paint and the primer to adhere better. Remove the dust. I'm using microfiber cloth here. The dust sticks very well to it. Next step is applying the primer. I have had this Bin shellac-based primer, sealer and stain killer. I had it from before when we did some painting in the house, and it's very good. It can be applied even without sanding the surface first. It also blocks the odors and stains. I'm applying one layer with paint roller, and I thought to cut into the edges with this foam brush so I don't need to remove the legs. And it seems okay, but I don't really like this little flaws, so I decided to do it a proper way and take the legs apart. Here you can see I took everything apart, added a second coating of the primer, and now I'm just gonna brush it with the sanding block again so it's all nice and even. Smooth to the touch, remove all the runoffs. Don't worry if you accidentally remove too much of the primer. It's not crucial. Next, I'm going to clean the surface with sugar soap, a strong cleaner that gets rid of dirt and smooths out bumps for a better paint application. I have set up 2 buckets, one with sugar soap mixed with water, check the bottle for the right amount, and another one with clean water. I'm using lint-free cloth because they don't leave any residue behind. Just wipe gently in one direction, no need to scrub hard. Rinse the cloth in the clean water, dip it back in the sugar soap, and do the same with the legs. Let it dry on its own, it dries fast. Once the surface is dry to the touch, we can proceed with the next steps. I'm using this Frenchic waterproof alfresco water-based eco-friendly paint that is also good to use on metal, UPVC, laminate, and even children toys, both indoors and out. This paint is self-priming and self-sealing, though I've already primed it, and also I will be adding patterns on the top of it before sealing it with wood lacquer. Initially, I chose to apply it with a brush, thinking it would level itself well. I started with the legs. The application is smooth and odor-free. For the top, I inserted screws halfway and cover them with masking tape, allowing me to stand it up and paint both sides without a delay. After it dried, I gave it a light sanding to smooth out any drips and brush marks. Realizing that the brush wasn't the best tool, I opted for paint roller for the second coat, which proved much more effective, leaving a lovely eggshell finish. For the design on the top, I'm using my Posca pens, which are great for their rich colors and clean application. I use a variety of colors, if not all of them, and I chose this black background to make each color stand out vividly. If you've been following my channel, you know I always say that art is for everyone. I promote intuitive art, which means creating art in a way that feels natural and spontaneous, showing that creativity can have positive impact on everyone's life. The design I'm working on is totally intuitive, starting with any random line or shape. I let my hand and mind relax, allowing them to move freely and take the lead. This simple start helps set the stage, as I then add more colors and shapes that naturally follow the first few marks. Each edition aims to complement and enhance the initial strokes, creating a cohesive and striking visual. This method is about more than just making art. It's about opening up to creativity and letting it improve your mood and mental clarity. Through my videos, I hope to encourage you to embrace your creative side. Whether it's with a pen or paintbrush or any other tool, stepping into the world of art can be a liberating and enriching experience. There is no right or wrong way to create. It's all about expressing yourself and enjoying the process. The impact of creativity on our well-being is truly astonishing. Just working with bright, vivid colors can noticeably boost your mood. When you focus on small details and carefully fill them in, it helps your mind unwind, sweeping away worries and bringing you into the moment. This creative process allows you to work through your feelings and thoughts, transporting you to a place of peace and calm. I find it especially soothing to work on this piece of furniture. Unlike a quick doodle that might end up hidden away in a drawer, this is something tangible and functional. It's not just any item, it's a piece that will be used and seen, sparking conversations and possibly becoming the centerpiece of a room. This kind of art is more than just making something look good. It's therapeutic and grounding. By transforming a piece of furniture, you are not just changing an object, you are enhancing your environment and in turn, enriching your mental space. These pieces become more than just decor. They are catalysis for connection and reflection, bringing continuous joy and splash of color into everyday life. Through this process, the act of creating becomes a deeply rewarding experience, adding beauty and meaning to both the creators' and viewers' lives. I guess my little stool is transitioning now into what I'm now calling a mini coffee table. After all, sitting on it hides all its beauty, right? Using it as a coffee table adds a touch of positivity and brightens up your coffee breaks. And it's all set and ready. You know, I often find myself being a bit critique towards my works, noticing every small imperfection, little flaws here and there, which I know I could have done better. However, with this piece, I must admit I'm truly pleased. I think it's turned out just wonderfully. And now I'm already considering which other furniture piece could use a makeover. Because this one turned out so well and made me really inspired to keep going. And the final step is applying a sealer. And for this, I'll be using polyurethane lacquer, Plastico. This type of lacquer provides a glossy finish and is significantly more durable than a regular lacquer. It offers superior resistance to UV light, scratches, moisture, and abrasion, making it perfect for outdoor projects. So if I want, I can take it outside too. Let's for a moment appreciate the Dexter Morgan-inspired garage setup. Yeah, make sure you cover the area around you where you don't want the spray to get onto, as once it dries, it won't come off. So, when using polyurethane spray, be sure to read the instructions carefully. It tends to have a strong odor, so wearing a face mask is advisable. Actually, strongly recommended. Apply an even layer from about 20 centimeters away, spraying both vertically and horizontally. Allow it to dry for 2 hours before applying another coat. It's important to spray just enough, but not too much. For the best finish, try not to overdo it. 3 thin coats are always better than 1 thick one. So the top is dry now, and it's time to remove the screws and put this table back together. On this one, we've got a bit of a black paint and the other one got some primer on, but it's easily removed with the sandpaper block. It won't be shiny as it was, but in this case, it doesn't matter because it goes on the bottom and not visible. But if you want to bring it back to the original look, you can use a very fine sandpaper and just keep polishing it until it's nice and shiny again. I chose to apply the sealer only to the top of the table, leaving the legs untouched to create a striking contrast between the glossy, shiny top and the matte chalk painted legs. Working on this coffee table has really opened up a new world of possibilities for me. Transforming a dull stool into a vibrant centerpiece has been incredibly fulfilling. Now on my walks home, I find myself scouting around the bins, looking for unwanted furniture that neighbors might have put out that I can transform. So stay tuned, there is more to come. I hope you enjoyed this video and feel inspired to regenerate an old tray, a chair, or picture frame, or even something small like a coaster, turning it into your own beautiful creation. Since I started earning from YouTube, your support means more than ever. Liking, commenting, and subscribing are free ways to support not just me, all your favorite YouTubers. These simple actions make a big difference, especially when you are watching ads. Even for just a minute while grabbing yourself a cup of tea, you are helping creators earn a little bit more. It costs you nothing, but it goes a long way for those of us who put in a lot of work to create content you enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay creative.